G'day folks, welcome back to another share price update. I do these requests upon user requests whenever I'm asked. This is for ZIP on the ASX and Australian Stock Exchange, and I'll go through some fundamental and also technical analysis. So in terms of the fundamental outlook, there's a strong share performance. ZIP has been one of the best performing ASX 300 stocks in 2024, driven by revenue growth and positive market sentiment. Operational improvement. Key successes include a 26% revenue increase to 225 million in the second quarter of second half of this year, and a focus on exiting unprofitable regions while improving cash flow and a revenue yield. Challenges remain despite operational improvements. Macroeconomic headwinds, including weaker consumer spending and regulatory pressures, pose a risk to growth and profitability. And profitability outlook. Analysts expect ZIP to achieve a positive EBIT by the second half of this year, but project net profitability by the first half of 26, highlighting its long-term recovery trajectory. Valuation and risks. With the current share price exceeding recent analyst price targets, concerns remain about overvaluation relative to its fundamentals. So as always, we first look at the trends on the monthly, weekly and daily charts. So on the monthly, you can see here the price is well above the moving average band. There's no CCI for it on the monthly chart, although you can see there it's made a nice advance from its recent highs after dropping down to around 25 cents in October 23, and it's from that high of about 14.20 in January 21. And in terms of Fibonacci retracement, you can see there it's actually recovered from that 23% Fibonacci retracement of that range. Now on the weekly, for those following the natural gas price, you'll notice here this pattern. There's a bullish divergence there, very long-term bullish divergence from about April 22 versus lower lows on the price. And after some time, that bullish divergence have actually paid off and bounced quite strongly above those moving averages on the weekly. And again, this pattern is occurring at the moment on the natural gas price charts as well on some of the ETFs. On the daily, I've drawn here a couple of support resistance lines. These resistance up there, it's hitting at double top at the moment at 352, almost hit 353, and we may see a bit of a retrace. You'll notice here as well, we've got a bearish divergence, lower highs on the CCI versus higher highs on the price. So if this price, of course, can continue higher, and if it does, we'll just keep tracking it. But at the moment, it looks like we may see a weakening effect. I'm not going to draw a Fibonacci retracement yet, but assuming it starts pulling back from there, we're going to start measuring the Fibonacci probably back to that level there with a significant low support at 106.5 or almost 107. Now, if we go to the intraday charts, we always look at the smaller chart or the intraday charts as well, even if you're trading on the daily. So again, here we're showing a very long-term bullish movement on the daily, but in a closer term here, we did have a smaller range, lower highs versus higher highs on the price, and it pulled back quite strongly. Some of these smaller distances are actually more volatile than the longer range ones. So here, for example, we've got another bearish divergence. Again, that's still bearish on the CCI versus higher highs on the price, and that may well pull back. And if it does pull back from there, again, we'll expect it to pull back. You can see it's already pulled back the 38% level. So that may have already done its dash. At the moment on the hourly, the CCI is breaking higher as well, showing bullish movement. So in summary, if I go back to the weekly and daily charts, on the weekly, we're still in a very strong movement above the moving averages on both the CCI and the price. However, just be careful, we're showing a bearish divergence on the daily, so we might see a bit of a retrace to the downside on the daily. So long as that weekly keeps its momentum above the moving averages, we're going to have a hold position on that weekly holding at least. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.